So the main character, he uses the dagger he has to basically kill one of the enemy soldiers who is someone just a little older than the main character, but not that much older, or a little younger, I'm not sure. But the main character repeatedly states he's too young to be a little soldier at war. And he escapes. He uses the secret tunnels that he remembers back when he used to be a soldier in his past life and uses it to escape. He even dresses in the clothes of the dead soldier that he killed and makes his escape. He gets to what he believes is a safe location until the enemy soldiers find him again. And at first, they think he's one of them that has been injured and is very sick because he's not doing well. Because remember, he has a weak constitution and his legs, he can't move around for very long. And he's in the cold, the freezing snow cold, and he's traveled from one location to the next trying to hide himself and not be captured again, and it's not going good. The enemy soldiers realize who he is, well, not fully who he is, but that he's not who he says he is, and they're about to murder him. Luckily, his past self's ex-subordinate arrives with his men and take those guys down. And they at first were going to kill the main character because, again, he's dressed in enemy soldiers' clothing until they realize, well, his ex-subordinate realizes who he is and tells his men to stop. And he picks the main character up and he's questioning, hey, how did you get here? Why are you wearing enemy soldiers' clothing? Why are you covered in blood? Why are you injured? Why are you sick? Like, he is worried. He's asking a bunch of questions. The main character can't really answer, but he gives as much as answering as he can about how he was captured and who captured him and where he was, the little information he can. The dude's like, I'm going to protect you. Well, that's when the Leaper and the enemy soldiers arrive again to the location where the main character is with the ex-subordinate and his men, and he's like, I'm taking the main character back, and his ex-subordinate's like, no, you're not taking him back. So they all fight. The ex-subordinate and his men, they have the advantage. They're very strong and powerful people, and they're like slicing through these people with ease, except the Leaper has the leaping abilities, and he basically kebabs bobs him, just badly injures him, and plans to murder the ex-subordinate. And the ex-subordinate, he's not letting the main character go. He's willing to die to protect the main character. He's willing to be tortured to death to protect the main character. And the main character, being the main character, is not willing to watch his ex-subordinate get fucking murk for him. So he goes, if you promise not to hurt anymore, I will go with you. I will go with you. Please let go of me, ex-subordinate. Let me go with him. And the ex-subordinate's like, no. Do you know what they will do to you? What they will do? But sadly, he lets the main character go because he doesn't have much energy left. And the main character goes with the Leaper. He does everything he can. He literally gets his ex-subordinate injured. And he still ends up in enemy hands. And I'm like, God fucking damn. I think I was kind of wrong. It was either the general of the enemy country or the king of the enemy country he was going to be gifted to. But he was going to be gifted to one of the two. But the general of the enemy country, he tortures the living daylights out of the main character. Like, he rips out the main character's nails, he drowns the main character, he beats the living daylights out of the main character. Like, he's doing horrible, vile things to the main character. And at first he was disgusted with the main character because he couldn't see the main character's face, and the main character did injure him with the main character's dagger. But once he sees the main character's beautiful face after getting it cleaned off, because that's why he drowned the main character, was to see the main character's pretty face, he's like, well, I like this little thing. I'll have my way with him. But first I'm going to torture the freaking daylights out of him. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. Also, when the Leaper recaptured the main character called out the Melead's name again. But he waits too late. And I'm just sitting there going, the entire time I was reading from when the main character got kidnapped the first time to when the main character got captured the second time, and when he was still captured, I was sitting there going, why are you not calling out your husband's name? Like, you know that whenever you're in danger, all you have to do is call out his name. Or if you feel like you're in danger, all you have to do is call out his name. And I do not understand. Like, I was literally beating my legs with the book because I was so pissed off, because I could not understand why the main character always waits until too late to call out his husband's name, because again, the second time he got captured, he called out his husband's name too late. His husband leaps there with a group of men to find the ex-subordinate bleeding out and questioning everyone what happened, to only be late again. They also end up going to the fortress because they know that's where the main character was captured, and they have to use one of the ex-subordinate's men, his ability to hear from far distances or in other locations, to be able to find the main character. Yeah, they have to use another ability user's abilities to call out to him. And it annoys me because all the main character has to do is say his husband's name and his husband will leap right where he is. But he doesn't. He not once calls out his husband's name. And it pissed me the freaking out. I was like screaming. I was yelling, just call out your husband's name and he'll be right beside your side. He will be with a group of men and your issues will be dealt with. Like, why are you not calling out his name? Why do you wait? Why do you not call out his name? Like, it pisses me the freak off. Like, the entire time he's tortured, like, the male lead even says himself that as long as the main character called for him, he can leap them there. But the main character never once calls out his name, and I do not understand that. Like, he wouldn't have been this badly tortured if he just called out his husband's name. Like, why does he not call it out? Why? The male lead kills the general who, tortured the main character when they get to the area where the main character was being captured. And the leaper gets hold of the main character and leaps away with the main character as a way to protect himself, using the main character as a hostage. And the male lead is furious. Like, he's out for blood. He's already shown back when the main character was first captured, he was already showing that he was losing his literal freaking mind. And he is tad off. He tells the guy if he gets hold of him, he's gonna be freaking killed. He's gonna fucking kill this bastard. And I don't blame him. I do not blame him. The leaper leaps the main character in another location, and he's already out of energy because, again, ability users literally kill themselves when using their abilities. They have to basically take from their life force to use their abilities. So he's leaped way too many times, the leaper has, so he's already too much out of energy to do anything and get the main character farther than a little outside the fortress. And the main character uses this opportunity to literally stab himself to get the dagger back, because the leaper got hold of his dagger when the main character was being tortured by the general and used it as a way to have the main character as his hostage. The main character stabs himself so he can get his dagger back, and then stabs the leaper. And the main character didn't care if he died. As long as he took this bastard down with him, he didn't care if he died. And it annoyed me. I get it. He needed to stop this bastard from doing way worse. But did he not think about his husband? Did he not think about his family? The people, he already made the male lead suffer 18 years ago when the male lead lost his past self. He's going to make the male lead suffer more if he died again. Like, and also he doesn't think about his poor family, his brothers, his father, his mother. These poor people who are going to suffer when he died because he wanted to take one guy down. Even though he could easily just go, husband, call his husband's name. But no, he doesn't call out his husband's name, which again pissed me the frick off. Instead, he decides, I'm going to self-sacrifice and kill myself to stop this bastard, even though I could just call out my husband's name and my husband can come out of nowhere and chop off this guy's head. No, I won't do that. I won't freaking do that. I'm going to kill myself. I wanted to jump into the book and strangle him, okay? It pissed me off that much. Like, by the time the male lead got to him, it was almost too late. The male lead got him to his mother and the doctors almost too late to save the main character's life. Like, I wanted to strangle him.